Hello guys, in this short video I'm going to teach you how to put manual data to the tachograph. So if you have a gap on your timeline, like you had a vehicle rest and you have to put put activity to the tachograph manually, how to do this. But first of all, we have to place our cards to the tachograph. This tachograph is a brand new VDO Siemens second generation, second version. So let's see how to do this. It's the same way. So the chip is facing up. Yes. And just put it into the tachograph. If necessary, I'm going to stop the video and just do an extra explanation. But for now, start with the last date and time. I just use this tachograph. So I have a gap on my timeline. So I really need to place extra activities, even if it's just a rest or other work. It doesn't really matter, but I have to do something if I want to fill this gap. So I have to cover every single minute because it's necessary. So that means, yes, I just want to enter any addition, any extra activity because I have this gap on my timeline as I mentioned before. So push the OK button, and if I push it, I can see this display and the data and the gap between the start date and the current date. First of all, I have to set the activity. Could be, of course, hammers, like other work or rest. That's the bad. And standby question mark. I'm going to create another video about this because this is a very interesting topic, and I just really want to keep this video short. Of course, the end country and the begin country, but for now, we going to choose the other work. Okay, just keep it going, go, yes, and set it back to other work. So the last date and time, that was the 13th of September and 1:29 p.m. I just took my card out, and now I have this gap. So between 1:29 and 2:07, I have to fill this gap. As I mentioned before, we have to cover every single minute. Now I just pick the other work. I'm not able to change the date now because it's nothing to change, but I just took my card out on the same date. But the time, yes, we have the chance to change the time. And now set it to something like 1, maybe 35 or something like that. Just to, because I want to put more activities and show you how to do this. So let's say 1:35. And now when I push the OK button, this date and time will just jump up to the upper part of the display. And now I have the current time again, which means I still have this gap. So I have to fill this gap. That means I have to cover these minutes between 1:35 and 2:07. Again, I can choose any activity. And now I just pick the standby activity. Nothing I can do with the date, but of course I can play with the time. So again, let's just change the time. Set it back to 1 and just think about it. Something like maybe 45, yes, 47, 40, 50, yeah, again. Okay, I just covered this period between 13:35 and 13:50. The activity will be standby. I push the OK button. Again, it just, this data as a end date and time now just jump up to the upper part of the display. So that will be the next start date and time. And now I just leave it on the bed, which is the rest activity. And I'm not going to change the time now. So this is the current time, the current date and the current time. And then when I push the OK button, all the gap will be filled, all the minutes are just covered, and the next step is just put begin country, choose any country what you want, but basically this kind of tachograph can automatically set your country, your place, and if you're 100% sure about the data you just already placed, then you can push the OK button and you can confirm the entry. And if everything just okay, the tachograph will tell you everything just ready for rock and roll, so ready to drive. That means you just finished, and at this stage you are not able to change this data anymore. So that means you just finished. That's it for now, guys. And in the next short video, I'm going to speak about the question mark. And yeah, I'm going to create more and more video about the new tachograph. If you have any question about the new tachograph or the regulation, just leave a comment. Otherwise, just see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. All the best, guys.